Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our video. Today's video here for Vinland Saga Season 1 episodes 3 to 4. As per usual, I'm going to do this every video until I get to episodes I've never seen before. I have seen Vinland Saga episodes 1 through 10. I do a much more in-depth, detailed explanation of how that worked and what occurred in the first episode in the intro there, if you want to go check that out in the last video. But I've seen episodes 1 through 10. It was about 3.5 years ago at this point. It has been a long time. I remember the big events, but not everything, and as we've gone on here through episodes 1 to 2, I've started remembering things better. Episodes 1 to 2 are fantastic, and but just overall, if you don't want to watch these reactions, because it is something that I have already seen, I totally understand. Once we get past episode 10, we will be in territory of episodes that I have never seen before. So you can wait till then, or you can continue watching with me now, because I don't remember much. It's been, like I said, 3.5 years. So let's go ahead and get back into this. Episodes 1 to 2 were fantastic. In fact, I came away with an even deeper appreciation for the episodes after I watched through them. They were absolutely incredible. The first episode even got me to tear up a little bit with its final segment, with or the segment of THORS walking the slave through his death and escorting him to a peaceful death, which was an absolutely incredible scene. And then, of course, you had the "You Have No Enemies" scene, which I think is absolutely impeccable as well. THORS, through all his experience, has learned and gained so much, and it's so clear his perspective is so vastly different from all the villagers because they're so inexperienced and naive about what war truly is and what war truly brings. So it's time to set out on a warship. I already know Thorfinn is going to get on despite being told not to. Let's see where we go in these next 2 episodes. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those. Everyone will. Now for this, up straight into Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 3. Pick up right from the end of last episode, where you found out that Floki told THORS that he'd be forgiven of everything, but that is not the case at all. He's dragging him out to kill him. Yeesh, Mr. Ashalad. Yep. He deserted. 15 years ago. Oh my god. Even Ashalon's like, bro, that's a long time. You couldn't just forgive him? Ashalon's such an interesting character. I'm so excited to see more of him again. He'll do the job. Yeah. You can execute one of your own should kill him, and I think Floki's scared. That's the reason they had that entire fleet show up to Greenland, and yet he didn't just kill THORS while they were there. He's baiting him here and hiring someone else to do it because Floki's a bitch. That's what I think. And he thinks that he wouldn't be able to take him down. If they tried to challenge THORS there and fight him, even with their whole fleet, he believes they would lose. Or Iceland, I mean, is where they're living. That's what I meant. I think you're a bitch. That's what I think. I think you're a bitch. Quite frankly, Floki. Damn. In advance. And then he gets the rest if they do it. Oh my god. A ton of Ashalon's men. There's a hole in the wall. Oh! Is there a person behind there? Showing off his might there a bit. I think I might remember that is there a person back there or something? What kind of warrior is THORS? He's not. It's true. It's very true. He's not a warrior anymore. That's accurate. He is not. Damn. You got a job to do. You didn't have to spill it all, though. There's a dude drinking it on the floor down there. Look at there's a guy out here drinking it off the floor. Bjorn. Okay, that's his name. I think they might have said that last episode as well. I forget. Yep, one of his men was back there. I don't know if Ashelod's people put him back there and then had Bjorn throw that as a show of strength, or if Floki had one of his men back there ready to attack Ashelod had he tried anything, but they picked up on that and then Bjorn threw the spear. But then it's like, who carved that hole in the wall? This is Ashelod's base, right? They would have known about that. Unless they're staying at a base that Floki has gifted them or something. I don't quite get what just happened there, to be honest. I have to assume that it is Ashelod got one of Floki's men and put him in there. But then again, it's not like he had a cover over his mouth or something. Yeah. He's just chilling there, and then that killed him. Which makes me think Floki might have put him back there. But then again, like I said, that doesn't really add up in my brain because this is Ashelod's camp. They would know about a hole in the wall here that you've put one of your men. I don't know. Maybe the solution's obvious here and I'm just being obtuse or dumb. Jesus Christ. These poor absolute goofballs are probably all going to die. I actually don't remember what happens to them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to ask her out, yeah. And Mama shows up still making the lunches. And she's just like fucking exhausted. Her name's Helga? No, Helga's the wife. I forget the sister's name. Ylva. Yeah. Oh my god, everybody's showing up to try and confess to her. Oh man, just like they're all getting hyped up and everything, but it's just like, ugh, they're so not ready. They're so not ready. They're gonna come back with like, if they live, they're gonna come back with like fucking shell shock at best, at best, at fucking best. Even though there's not guns and such, it's still war and fighting and death and misery. Because Thors might as well be, no, Thors says 5 is enough. One, because he's as strong as he is, but 2, he wants to bring as little people as possible. So he's saying 5 is enough so they won't try to send anybody else. Oh my god. Ylva got her own damn harem here. This is a girl who actually likes him? Yeah, and they're just not paying attention. Poor girl. We're going to stop by Norway on our way to Jomsburg. So he wants to go there and like drop them off or try to send them back. And then he'll go himself. Going to get help from some sailors in Norway to send them home. Oh, okay. He's thinking of, okay, never mind, I got you. I understand. There you go. Oh, she's so happy. Nobody but himself is going to the battlefield. The battlefield. I'm assuming Thors wants to say goodbye to him. Their last conversation, you know, was an argument they had the previous night, but well, you know what Thorfinn's trying to do. Yeah, and that's really sad because he thinks like his son isn't gonna come see him off before he goes. But we know Thorfinn has snuck his way onto the boot. She got the message. Love it. Even if you weren't able to put it into words, well, she got the message. That's so sweet. But Thorfinn is here. On the boat, ready to go. He's on what, the lower deck? You guys better get rowing. Y'all are gonna end up going the wrong direction if you don't start rowing. Off he goes. Oh, now they got going, you raise the sails. And you ride the wind. Yeah, dude. Feeling his ass. Jesus, and there's someone throwing up. Already not a good experience for all these guys here. Already not a great experience. Yeah! Now he comes out after he hears that. Does that mean we can't turn back anymore? Oh, he's in a barrel! Oh my god. Oh, he had to pee? Jesus. You're out on the sea, brother. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to what is about to happen over the next episode and a half, man. I'm not looking forward to it. And in the preceding episodes, because it doesn't get any better. Because he was already going to leave the people, so he's just going to leave Thorfinn with them and then send him back, which is why he's not like super up and at Thorfinn. And his son's so excited, how could he be? Hiding too many secrets. Ah! It's a personal grudge! Maybe they actually did want him back. But Floki is now deciding, ooh, I wonder if it's a thing of Floki got there, told him he was going to be forgiven everything, saw that Thors was no longer the warrior that he remembers him as, and then decided to kill him himself. That's why he went to Ashalot and said he's no longer a warrior when Ashalot asked him, what kind of warrior is he? It's very possible Floki was going there with full intentions to completely bring Thors back, saw that the warrior spirit has completely left, and that pissed him off, and he's like, no, we're not having that, just kill him. I didn't even think about that possibility. It's an assassination. Yes, exactly. Why do you think he didn't use one of his own men to go kill Thors? I think it's because he's scared of Thors. I think that's what it is. He might not be a warrior anymore, but you try and fight him, he'll turn into one to defend the people he loves. What if he's afraid of a loss? But yeah, it also very much could be, because, you know, if he gets it's probably a mixture of both. He gets his own hands dirty, it goes against what the actual order was, he gets in deep shit. Yeah, but it also is most definitely because he's scared of losing. Yeah, Thors might, that's a good point. Thors might not kill everybody, but he'll kill enough to where when he goes back to his boss is like, what the fuck happened? That's the kind of person you're working with. Oh my god. Jesus! So he is still punishing him by spanking him. Do they have to show the ass cheek so prominently? Jesus. The Troll of Yom. If I remember correctly, Ashalod comes to like very, very deeply respect Thors and actually doesn't even want to kill him. But we'll see if that's correct, because my memory's already clearly been all over the place. I completely forgot that Floki wasn't actually acting on any orders. But I was correct about him being a big bitch. Personal grudge and you can't even enact it yourself. Complete bitch move. Thorfinn now slumped. Oh, so it's pretty much everybody else. Man, this is so scary. I would not be able to do this, bro, because they got lanterns, but like it's lit up quite a bit for the viewing sake. Dude, those lanterns probably provide the most minimal amount of light. It is probably absolutely fucking pitch black out there. Like, I've seen videos, it gets so dark. And like, just being on the ocean in the middle of nowhere in this time period where nobody can come save you if you get lost, you can't communicate with anybody. Like, that shit's terrifying. I could never. I could absolutely never. He's done it so much. Don't stare into the abyss, or the abyss will stare back. What's the saying? Stare into the abyss will stare back at you. What is it? There's a saying there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll pull you in. Scary, but it's true. You get so tired, you'll end up falling into the ocean or something if you stare at it for too long. Hell. They're not going to be good stories, and you don't need that to be a man. Going to war does not classify you or put you into the category of being a true man. It's a load of bullshit. But Thors can tell why he's so up and at it. You can tell he's a good kid. Like, obviously they're all good kids. They're just very naive and ignorant, and like, yeah, they're not bad people or something. Being naive or ignorant doesn't make you a bad person, but they don't know what war is truly like. She was born. Ooh, is this gonna be? Isn't she one of the reasons that he stopped fighting? Because Helga had a kid. She was my first child. I believe, isn't there a scene where Helga's the biggest reason that he stopped fighting. He stopped fighting for his wife, but also I believe it was her as well. And I'm gonna say the scene before it happens. I'm pretty sure she, like, one of the super impactful scenes, Helga like calls him back and says, "Name this baby," after he wasn't going to because she was a girl and not a boy. He's so different back then. Completely different person. It's just crazy. Mm-hmm. The leader wants a boy. My wife Helga is the daughter. That's also shocking that she was the daughter of the leader of the army, and they were still willing to let, if what Ashalod says is correct, they were still willing to let Thors back in after he ran away. He deserted and took the leader's daughter away. The fact that that's just so insane to how, like, such a showing of how strong he is, that they would still allow him back in. But Floki's just here for, is doing this on a personal grudge. At least it would appear. It could be wrong. Ashalod could be wrong, but I kind of doubt that he is. Campaign to Norway. I love it. I love this scene. So good. It's the only time I've ever seen Helga mad. So good, man. Like, Helga hasn't said much and hasn't been a huge part, but you can just tell how much of an impact she had on THORS and how strong she is, and it's so good. It's so great. It came to me all of a sudden. It's when he started to change. Because he had something he truly cared about and loved. Before he never had that, so it was like, if I go out to battle, who cares what happens? I got nothing to lose. But now you've got so much to lose, and that very quickly changes how you see things. I love the pianos, man. There's been so many good OSTs already. That is such a fantastic scene. Made it to land. No. We are not in England yet. They're in the middle between Iceland and Norway. It'll be easier, but this is just where THORS plans to abandon them. Yep, Ashalot has this place on lock. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, you're saying you wish you didn't have to do this. You're gonna be thinking that the entire time you're at war, and you didn't have to do any of this if you stayed home. Is the drum to announce your arrival? Yeah, basically, I'm assuming that's to announce your arrival, so people know you're coming, so it's a way to say, like, we're friendly, look, we're telling you that we're coming here. But also, yeah, it seemed like this place was originally a nice little small city, but Ashalot's people took it over and killed the people there and stuff like that, and that might have been why there was that Christian guy who was there, like, praying, and they were playing the game, like, throwing the axes at him. He was probably a resident of this place before Ashalot's people raided it and took it over. It's different from the last time I was here. He's checking the cliffs to see if anybody's there. Very smart man. The terrain's very bad. They could attack you from above and you can't do shit about it. But it's too late, I believe. Both Leif and THORS have tons of experience. Yeah, so they had shit. If the ships went far enough, they were going to drop shit on him, but they're pulling back. Oh, they were trying to blockade them in, excuse me. They didn't want to damage the ships, because obviously a good ship is hard to come by. And so they wanted them to get far enough and then drop shit behind them so that they were stuck. Oh my god! Christ. Went to protect his son ASAP. Oh my god. Well, the blockade is there. Yikes. Oh yeah, so the back of the ship got damaged there. So yeah, they had gone in a decent bit, but they still weren't ready to drop it. They probably wanted them to go all the way just to be absolutely certain, because yeah, they started going backwards, they dropped it, and it damaged the back of the ship here, which is clearly you don't want to damage a good ship. Yep. See, now that there's actual shit, they're immediately cowering, freaking out. Only ways to go in. Or no, now what they're gonna do is they're gonna push you so you can't back up and they come forward. Ugh. Bad, bad, bad. There's Ashalot at the front of the ship. Oh boy. These pillars are from a house. That's why Leif noticed there were missing houses. They took them apart and used all that to drop it on. That's why that chair fell. I should have took note of that whenever they specifically showed the chair falling. Here's all stuff from houses. Yeah, you immediately want to surrender? Trying to put on a brave face. Thors is gonna tell him to stop. Yeah. They're not just some farmers working as pirates in the summer for some extra cash. These are lifelong pirates here. These guys are... Oh! Yikes. And Thors' son is here. No time to dwell on that now. You gotta figure out what to do. You gonna pull out his weapons? Yep. He really hates that he's doing this, but he gives it to Thorfinn, right? If he has to protect himself to use it. Yeah. Yep. Use it only to protect yourself, not to attack, not to try to kill, only to defend. And he really hates. He was just trying to give him the lesson of you have no enemies. Why are you picking up this blade? And what are you going to use it for? And all of the above. That was the previous night, or it's probably been a few days now that they were sailing, or maybe even longer. I don't know how long they've been on the sea at this point. But he was trying to teach him that lesson, and now he has to give him this weapon. And he fucking hates doing it. Yep. Just stop saying kill so easily. You know, he's like, I'm gonna kill him, and like trying to psych himself up, but he's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. Taking a life or killing should absolutely not be treated that lightly. Yes, dude, getting high off the shrooms, I remember it, like, makes him stronger or something, right? Holy, he just, bro, that is an absurd jump he just made. Absolutely absurd jump. He just boarded a pirate ship. Using non-lethal force, taking him out. You guys are so lucky he really doesn't want to kill people, because if he just let loose, all of you would be dead. Light work knocked out all of them, man. He's not even killing him, he's just knocking him out. He has his blade on his back, but he won't draw it. He could so easily take that and kill them all. But he isn't. It's not the kind of person Thors is. The Troll of Yom. Alright, on to episode 4, which I'm really not looking forward to, man. A true warrior. Truer words have never been spoken about Thors. Oh my god, he's so epic. So fucking epic. Oh! Oh my god! My elbow hurts seeing that. He parried your blade with his hand. Oh, did he parry the blade with the hand, or did he... Stop, I'm not trying to look at the damn broken elbow. He touches that guy, then hits the bottom of the hilt of this guy's sword, flinging it up and then knocking him out. Almost looks like he maybe hits the shield to redirect where his sword goes. And then comes in and knocks him out. Oh my god. Now they see who they're up against. And they see why Floki was a bitch and hired somebody to do it instead of taking out his own grievance or grudge. He even gave him an oar to land on. The goat, man. I was literally gonna say that guy might drown out there if you knocked him out, but he literally gave him something to land on. Love it, man. God. I think Bjorn's high. The drugs are kicking in. That shroom is kicking in hard as hell. Oh my god. He's attacking his own people. I do remember that. It just makes him so high he just attacks his own people. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo! Now Ocelot's own men are just trying to stop Bjorn. Oh my god. Eat a berserker mushroom. That's a pretty... I'm feeling like that's a pretty apt name. That name feels pretty apt. How quickly is Thor's gonna take him down? Oh my god! Thor's didn't even move and he punched him in the eye. Dude. And like, I see why the story had to get rid of Thor's early on. They would literally never lose ever if he stayed. He's just unbeatable. I can't even remember how he dies exactly. I'm not gonna speculate on it too much. We'll get to it when we get to it, but I think it was arrow fire. They like fired a bunch of arrows or something and it got him. I don't remember. He's stronger than someone who he's stronger than someone who's already a big dude. Bjorn's a big dude. And that big dude had eaten a mushroom. A berserker mushroom. In fact, he's literally planning on taking out every ship on his own. Just to protect everybody. Uh-oh. Yeah, these are, yeah. Yeah, even Ocelot knows that they're just kids. They're just kids. Well, he is talking about selling them as slaves. So, yeah, he knows they're kids and they'll be easy to subdue and they can make money off of selling them. Selling them as slaves for slave labor. Yeah, Thor's is... Oh my god! Perfectly threw Bjorn to break the bridge they had made between the ships. And here comes the goat, the absolute goat. Just went... Like, bro, that is absurd strength. Pulled out the blade just to break the bridge. Now they're all backing up. Oh, he's so badass. Oh my god, man. As I've said many times in this video, I'm not particularly excited for the episode that's about to occur. Pulling Bjorn out of the water. They got all the bows ready. That's the first time Leif has ever seen him in action. Yeah. Leif is a very good sailor, not so much in combat. Yeah. Yeah. We're waiting for a signal. I know I could kill that many myself. Yeah, but your son is here, and so is a bunch of other kids. Damn, picked out Ocelot as the leader. I mean, he does look like a leader flat out. Maybe not. I mean, it's very interesting. He's a lot smaller than some of the other men here, but looks like he's got leader garb on. Odin the Almighty, I challenge you to a duel. So he wants to try and keep them from jumping over. He wants to duel the leader. Crazy that Thors was able to literally he looked back and forth, came across Ashalad and was like, "You're the leader." He completely took out Bjorn like it was nothing. Great question. I can smell it. He literally I can smell it, and he just knows. Instinct tells him. He's got the instincts of an extreme veteran. Ashalad, son of Olaf, swear in the name of Odin. Whoa, the animation on that leap. Oh, does it go down where he's like fighting Ashalad and then he calls down the arrow fire and then Thors goes to protect Thorfinn and dies in the process? Was it something like that? I'm still trying to I don't remember how this goes down. I'm just being like so honest, I don't. I just remember that Thors dies. I too can smell something bad. Yeah. You have the same smell as me. Yeah, he picked that up instantly. Oh my god, Thorfinn! Your armor looks weird. Oh man. And little does Thorfinn know it's gonna become his goal to kill Ashalad. What did Thor say when he just says in the name of Odin the Almighty. He doesn't say his own name. And so them knowing it without, because obviously they've heard rumors of the Troll of Yom, which is how they knew when Floki brought it up. That's why Ashalad knew who that was, because he's heard rumors, but he's probably never seen him. So of course, because he's never said his name, Thors is like, how the fuck do you know who I am? And then he put two and two together. Interesting. He's maybe gonna try to be like, you understand what it would be like losing them or something like that. I don't know if that's the angle Thors was gonna go for until he said no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! That shot was so crazy. Actually got a cut on him. So Ashalad knew he couldn't beat him in a regular sword fight. He saw how he just dismantled all of his men, so he tried to pull out a trick there to get him down. But it did not work. The cut was too shallow. That's why Ashalad thought I bet you if he normally did that shit to anybody else, he would have cut like completely through and killed them. But that's why he was so shocked at it being such a shallow cut, because normally he would have killed somebody with that. Oh, and that one move has him exhausted. Coming all this way was worth it. Coming all this way was worth it. He's an incredible man. Thors actually took damage. How long has it been since Thors shed his own blood? I wonder. He has to go to like for the kill. He can't go to just subdue you or something, because he'll die if he does. He has to get serious and try and kill you. Oh my god. With one blow, it's an Ashalad falling back. Oh my god. Holy. Ocelot getting sent back big time. Holy dude. Thors is so fucking cool. Oh my god. Why couldn't he have been around for longer? Oh, he's so cool. Holy. But that's all he's doing. Ocelot hasn't thrown out a single attack this entire time. And Thorfinn just cheering on, killing him. He's chipping the hell out of your blade, so he's going trying to break Ocelot's blade, so then he can't defend anymore, because Ocelot is defending very well, but that's all he's doing. But break the blade, can't defend. Yeah, they're both damaged. Ooh! Dude, this... He was waiting for that! Oh, he wanted to bait you. Oh, I love the mind games of this fight. Ocelot's like, I know what you're going for, but THORS wanted him to think that, so that he would then try to attack after breaking his blade, and then THORS could go in for a finisher. Dude, the music here is making this so epic! This is so good, dude. And he stole his blade! Broke his own blade to steal yours. And now he just broke your swinging arm as well. At least dislocated it. Yeah, but these are pirates. Are they gonna play honorably? THORS really does not want to kill. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He doesn't kill anybody. This duel will never end. Ugh. Yeah, for several reasons he doesn't want to kill. He's done with that. He's been done with that. He doesn't want to kill in front of his son and set an example like that for him. I mean, there's so many reasons. And it goes entirely against the kind of person he is now. Yep, Maketa. He could. He doesn't want to do that. Because he's not a warrior anymore. Or he is, as they would call it per the episode title, a true warrior. He fights only when absolutely necessary to defend those he cares about. He wants nothing more than peace and tranquility for his people and his family and his loved ones. I must rely on a sword like this. Ooh! Oh, that's such a bar! Oh my god! That is such a... Oh, that is such a good line, dude. That is such a good line! Wow. Don't you think you're wasting your skills? And he says, no. I must rely on this sword because I am not a master. Wow. Fucking peak. That's so good. I'm not even gonna sit here and dive deep in. That's just an unbelievably good line. That's so good. A true warrior doesn't need a sword. That's crazy. Why don't you become our leader? And that is a completely serious question. When he got no response, he hit him with the just kidding. No. Y'all should be able to tell that he was not joking. Oh my god. And now Bjorn jumps across in a very similar fashion. Oh yeah, you're taking Thorfinn hostage. You're such a good man. Exactly. You weren't, though. You weren't. That is bullshit. I don't believe that for a second. I wanted to find out how good the famous Troll of Yom really was. Damn, he's saying, you've got my son, I've got your leader, let's make a trade. Does he give himself up? Oh my god, I feel like I haven't spoken in like 2 minutes. I was just so engrossed in the show for a second. I don't think it's been that long, but it feels like it. Threw away his blade. And he's gonna give himself up. I accept. I love it. The winner of this duel is you. I bet you what at the end of the day Ashalad was maybe trying to do is he's still testing Thors and everything like that and saying, I broke the rules of the duel and all of that right within striking range of Thors. And then in the end, Thors wins. Even if he gave up his own blade, even if he dies, he wins. He won the battle, the little battle of the brains they were having, or whatever you want to call it, and in the way that Ashalad was testing him and the kind of person that he is and how good of a person he is. Thors won in that regard. No matter what test or little thing Ashalad tried to throw at him to make him, they captured his son. Ashalad was goading him into saying, I'm breaking the rules of our duel we had. He tried everything to get Thors to break and kill him, and he didn't do it. And so in that right, Thors wins the battle. Gave himself up for his son. And to truly drive home what a true warrior is. God. Keep the promise you made as a warrior. What, because, even if they take Thors' head, what Ashalad was also maybe implying is, you won this duel, we're gonna let Leif and them go, we'll let all the other kids go, and all the above. We'll let them go, we won't sell them into slavery or something like that. We'll still take your head for what we were getting paid for, but you won the duel, and so I will uphold everything else. The name of my ancestor Artorius. Oh my god. Bring my heads from the leader of the Yom's Vikings. He'll go after his family. That is an understatement, but he's a crazy good man. Literally sacrificing himself to save the people back home at the village, to save everybody here. He knew that this was the only outcome. Oh, that one in his neck. Ugh. Oh my god. Just insta let go of Thorfinn. At least Thors dies knowing that his son will live. so good. I mean, it's so peak. In the worst ways, it's so peak. Oh my god. And Ashalad just punches him. And oh, you heard that? He popped his elbow back into place. You should start valuing your life. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Like I said leading into this, I remembered Ashalad gained such an unbelievable amount, like such an unbelievably strong respect for THORS and the kind of person he is. I love the line, you should start valuing your life more. THORS gave up his to save yours and you almost just threw it away charging after him like that. Oh my god. Of course, Thorfinn, a child now mourning his father, couldn't understand what THORS really meant by everything. He did, and that's why all of you are alive still. Yeah. So they went with Leif. Ashalad just thinking there. Just thinking there about what just happened. How many died? He didn't kill a single soul. Every one of your people survived. Ashalad really feels like in every regard he lost to THORS. Every regard. If I'm not mistaken, they took that ship and Thorfinn snuck on that one as well because Leif and the others went on a different ship and left. But Thorfinn got on this one that they're tagging along behind them. It's the ship that they stole. Oh my god, man. Mm-hmm. I love Ashalad's not laughing one bit about it. Ashalad's such a good character. I really cannot wait to see more of him, man. Like, he's such an interesting character. Upholding his the fact that he lost his duel with THORS, he's going to leave him be. Ah, that almost got me there for a second, man. That was brutal. I fucking hate saying that like that. Ugh. That's... The voice actor did an absolutely unbelievably job. I can't even speak. That was so... like, that was pure, unadulterated, just absolute from the pit of his gut rage. Oh my god, man, the story gets so dark so fast. Ugh. I knew I was going to be left like this at the end of these episodes. I knew it. But damn, I'm still fucked. I literally knew this was coming. I've seen these episodes before, and episode 4 is probably one of the ones I remember the most. As we go forward here, I would say episodes like 7 through 10, I don't remember that well at all. I really don't think I remember much about those episodes at all, but it's 1 through 6 that I remember a lot of, and so obviously coming into this, I literally said it multiple times throughout the reaction, I was not looking forward to this episode, and it left me just about as messed up as I was expecting it to. I didn't cry, probably because I kind of knew it was coming. The Thorfinn screaming there at the end almost got me, but yeah, man, it's just so... but it's so peak. The writing is so unbelievably good. Everything about the writing in this episode and Ocelot's back and forth with Thors was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, truly absolutely amazing. Everything about it in their duel, and then it's just, yeah, I could go on and on and on about it, but I picked it apart enough while it was actually going on. We'll see where we go from here. Another favorite episode of mine that I remember is coming up, and that would be episode 6. That is the one where Thorfinn ends up raiding, and the lady is crying there as Ocelot's group raids their place. After he had snuck on and been there as a scout and lived with them for a bit, yeah, that episode I'm also not looking forward to, but I honestly might remember, I think I remember that episode better than any of the other episodes. That one left a real deep impact on me. So I'm not particularly excited to see it again. But anyway, this was absolutely fantastic, just as I knew it was going to be. The first 6 episode run of Vinland Saga I remember being unbelievably peak. I don't remember all the details, like I didn't remember most of the stuff in these 2 episodes that occurred. I remember the big plot about Thor's dying, but I didn't remember it being a grudge from Floki, and that wasn't his actual order, and how everything went down between Ocelot and Thors I didn't remember entirely, and so I'm sure there's going to be many more things I forget, but I am really not looking forward to what's coming here in the next 2 episodes. Like I'm not looking forward to it in a I'm really looking forward to it, but it's gonna hurt kind of way. If that makes any sense. Anyway, I think that is gonna wrap it up for reaction to Vinland Saga season 1 episodes 3 to 4. These were just as peak as I was expecting them to be, and we'll see where we go from here. I'm just trying to think if I have anything else to really say, but I think I said everything that needed to be said during the reactions. The voice acting is absolutely phenomenal. Thors is an absolute one-of-a-kind man, and I love how who spurred it on is his rock, his wife, his partner for life. Is the one who spurred on that change in him. I absolutely love that, and the kind of person he's become is what the title says, a true warrior. And so, yeah, man, it just, what an unbelievably well-written character. And I love, like I said, I love Ocelot's back and forth with him. Ocelot is also such an immensely interesting character that I cannot wait to see more of. And yeah, well, I think that's about it, man. We'll see where we go from here, but I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Vinland Saga Season 1, Episodes 3 to 4. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.